Hi, I'm Sophia from Migration Matters, and we're going to try something a little bit different. I'd like you to take a few seconds and think about where I might be from. Maybe you're thinking about a country, or a continent, a nationality, and think about why you're making the assumptions that you're making. Do you have your guesses? Okay, good. Let's solve this mystery. So if you happen to guess that I'm American, probably because of my accent, then congratulations, you are correct, I am. But if you happen to guess that I'm something else, notably German, then you are correct as well. And I also happen to have Jewish and Algerian roots. I am an American and German dual citizen who grew up in the United States, but currently lives in Germany. And living in Germany, I am often confronted with this idea of who I am, what my identity is, where I come from. At the same time, the country on a national level is grappling with these topics because of increased immigration and diversity. So this whole idea of who a real German is big in public debate, but it also hits home on a personal level. In this video, we're going to hear different voices weighing in on this complex topic. Let's start with an academic perspective.
Hi, I am Naika Foroutan. I am a social scientist, professor for integration studies and social policy at Humboldt University. And I am co-directing the Berlin Institute on Migration and Integration Research.
And by the way, what Naika doesn't mention here is that she's one of Germany's top integration and migration researchers. We asked her to tell us about a study that she ran about belonging and identity in Germany in 2014.
We did a study where we wanted to know from people how they would describe a real German, or what was important to them in order to be German. And what we could see is that nearly 100% said it is important to speak German, and nearly 80% would say to have the German citizenship makes you a German. And this is quite a modern idea of citizenship, and they have understood that being German is something that can be achieved and is not only something that must be inherited.
So let's backtrack for a second there. This idea of achieving versus inheriting Germanness refers back to changes in citizenship laws that Germany made around the year 2000. Before the year 2000, you could only become a German citizen if you had German blood, or what's called birthright or jus sanguinis citizenship policy. But after 2000, Germany introduced jus soli, or birthplace citizenship, which allows those born in Germany to foreign parents to also have the chance to become a citizen. We were curious what people in Germany would have to say about this idea of citizenship and belonging today. So we went out on the streets of Berlin to find out.
Wo man geboren wird, hat man diese Staatsbürgerschaft. So ganz klar ist mir das nicht, warum die manche mehrere Staatsbürgerschaften haben müssen, verstehe ich eigentlich auch nicht.
Ich würde sagen, da wo man geboren wird, ist sein Heimatland. Da ist man zu Hause. Und wenn die hier geboren werden, dann sind es nach meiner Meinung Deutsche.
Man kann hier einen deutschen Ausweis haben, man kann hier geboren sein und so weiter. Aber trotzdem, wir können jetzt 1000 Leute in Berlin fragen, welche Nationalität sie mich einschätzen, sie würden alle sagen, also vielleicht wird da einer Deutscher sein.
So we got some different opinions on that one. But now let's move past this idea of citizenship and see what other things factor into how people understand Germanness and belonging in Germany today.
We asked people more to deliver about this idea of being German, and we could see that 40% would say, well, it's not enough to speak German, you have to speak German without an accent. So this is the moment where you can see that there is still a difference between being German and being real German.
So richtig deutsch wie Deutsche sind, können sie nicht werden. Das ist ausgeschlossen. Die haben ja einen ganz anderen Inneres auch. Das ist nicht so. Die können sich anpassen, ja, indem sie die Sprache lernen, sich hier ordentlich mitnehmen, arbeiten gehen und andere Leute nicht belästigen. Dann kann man sie aufnehmen, nicht? Das ist klar. Aber so richtig deutsch wie wir, die hier geboren sind, können sie nicht werden.
I think it's a decision. And I hope those people make a decision whether they are German or they are Vietnamese, for example. Because if they don't make this decision, they will have a hard time.
Also ich habe einen Krieg mitgemacht Und wenn ich an die Zeit zurückdenke, muss ich ehrlich sagen, fühle ich mich nicht als Deutscher. Denn die Deutschen, die haben sich saumäßig benommen in der Welt. Die Welt hat sich verändert. Ich neige dazu, mich als Europäer zu fühlen, weil ich mich in allen europäischen Ländern zu Hause fühle.
I feel German, even though I didn't grow up here. But I also feel Spanish because I grew up there. It's like both a little. You have a Spanish part and a German part.
That last point is definitely something that I can relate to as well. How I define myself and my identity can differ by the day or even depending on who I'm talking to. Sometimes I feel more American, sometimes I feel more German, sometimes I just feel neither. So I've always wondered why people want to always categorize kind of the slew of feelings that go on inside of me. But enough about me. Let's get back to Naika's study. What else can it tell us?
For example, nearly 40% of the people said if you wear a headscarf, you cannot become German. So there, this person can have a German passport, can have no accent, speak German perfectly, but by wearing the headscarf, automatically she's opted out of this collective idea of belonging and out of the national narrative.
Natürlich ist jetzt Deutschland mein Heimatland. Ich kann die Sprache am besten. Aber ob ich es als Heimat bezeichnen würde, eher nicht. Ne? Dafür fühle ich mich gesellschaftlich zu sehr ausgesetzt.
Ich wünsche mir, also ich träume davon, dass ich irgendwann mal meinen Briefkasten aufmache und einen Brief vom Innenministerium oder vom BAMF bekomme. Und in diesem Brief steht ungefähr: Sehr geehrter Herr Atmaja, Sie leben so lange in Deutschland, Sie sind nicht arbeitslos, Sie sprechen Deutsch, Sie haben eigentlich alle Bedingungen erfüllt und wir würden uns geehrt fühlen. Wir würden uns freuen, wenn Sie sich für die deutsche Staatsbürgerschaft entscheiden würden.
After this clip, I'm still not much closer to defining my identity. But maybe that's the point. How we define our individual and national identities is constantly evolving and doesn't always stack up perfectly with how we look, what language we speak, or even what passport we have. So we'd love to know from you. Have you been assumed to be something that you're not? How do you define yourself? How do others define you? Share with us in the comments below. With all that in mind, and maybe you even know of someone who could personally relate to this topic in this video, make sure to share it, like it, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more Migration Matters videos.